Hello and welcome to another episode of the e-commerce coffee break podcast. Today we want to talk about how you can supercharge your Shopify store. It will be a bit more technical than usually because we will talk about Shopify sections, meta fields, and meta objects. With me on the show today, I have Judy McNabb. She is the co-founder of Up at 5 and designpacks.com, and she has running a Shopify agency, Up at 5, for 8 years. And in the past 2 years, she ventured into Shopify apps ecosystem, launching Design Packs. So we want to dive a little bit deeper into that, what that is. And I'd like to welcome Judy to the show. Hi, Judy. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Judy, sections, technical stuff. What brought you in that direction?
Well, I've always been a developer, so I'm always interested in the technical side of things. And I guess I've been developing Shopify for many years as the ecosystem changed. And now that we have sections everywhere, I feel like it's created this very useful tool for merchants to be able to manage their own stores a lot more and be more creative. And so we saw an opportunity to just create pre-built sections that people can add to any theme with design packs.
Okay, maybe we need to take a step back because a lot of merchants might be not coming from a developer side. So they have a standard theme or something like that, and that's what they work with. And they don't really know what kind of opportunities are within the online shopping 2.0 environment. So let's dive a little bit deeper into and give me an explanation. What are sections? What are meta fields?
Okay, so I guess everybody who has a store pretty much gets a theme. Even if you start with the Dawn theme, they're all built in the same sort of way. For the 2.0 newer themes, they're all built with templates, which is like the product template, page template. Those are the things you use. And now each template is built with multiple sections. So they're just like this, you might have a product card or you might have a slider. And with sections everywhere, it gives you the opportunity to use any section in your theme and on any page, as well as reorder them and edit it in the theme editor yourself without having to actually get a coder. Theme 1.0, I guess, you still had sections, but they had to be hard coded into the theme. So it was harder for merchants to be able to be as creative or edit their store on a whim.
Okay. Give him an idea of what sections actually can do. So there's obviously different features, functionalities that are coming with themes. And then if you need more, sections might come in. Give me just an idea what they can do.
Yeah, so a section might be like a shop the look section where you have like a picture with pinpoints on it where it links to different products or something like that. Or simply like a banner could be a section. Every sort of element on your page is a section. Sliders can be a section for video or products or testimonials, any sort of thing that you would want in your store. There's like code snippets, I guess, of things that you can use. And the sections themselves have varying levels of configurability, and sections also come with blocks, which gives you even more opportunity to be dynamic in what you're doing.
Okay. Now, where's the difference between having a landing page builder or having a theme that already comes with a amount of different features?
So with most of the traditional landing page builders, you build them in the editor that's provided by the landing page builder, and then you set that to a page on your shop. And once it's in your shop, you can't edit it from the regular theme editor. You would have to go back into the landing page editor to edit it there. Where sections everywhere, once you have a section in your shop, you can literally put it everywhere. So you can compose pages of these sections on your product page or your home page or an about page, anywhere in your theme.
Mm-hmm. Now, what are meta fields and meta objects? How are they differ to sections?
Yeah, so meta fields and meta objects. Meta fields have been around for a long time, but they haven't been very user-friendly. So developers have used them, but they weren't really available to normal merchants. But they're extra pieces of data that don't come from any other object in Shopify. So like a product, you have the product description. A page, you have the regular sort of WYSIWYG editor that is gives you some level of configurability, but it's not a lot. So those sort of are the classic parts of a theme or your Shopify store. Meta fields and meta objects give you extra information that you could add, say, FAQs on the product page, or certain things that are more dynamic. Specifically, usually I think the product page is the place that you're going to want to use meta fields the most, because you want maybe different information per product. So you might want some FAQs on one product and different FAQs on another product. But traditionally, you haven't been able to do that very well, except in the product description, which you can't style very nicely.
Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense. Now, there's obviously a lot of features, as there is a lot of apps out there, and a lot of merchants sort of get a shiny object syndrome, and they want to put everything in their store that gives a slight chance to increase conversions. How do I pick the right sections or the right meta fields for my store? What's the selection process there, the criteria process there?
How to pick the right sections? Well, I think whatever, like, you want to highlight the most important information, or you want to highlight the information that you want. So for instance, if you have a product that is complementary to many other products in your store, you might want to feature those complementary products on the product page so that people see it right there. If you have something that's a little bit more complex, you might want to have like setup information or how-to information right on the product page so that people don't have to go looking for it.
Okay, makes perfect sense. Now, one question that might come up whenever it comes to sort of hacking your theme is site speed. How does that impact adding more sections to your store? How does it impact site speed? Are there any other kind of risks involved?
So site speed, when adding sort of regular Shopify sections to your store, it's not going to affect the speed. Like if you just add any number of sections to your theme, it's only going to affect the speed of the sections you use. And realistically, if you're putting like, 15 videos, it might affect the speed. At Design Packs, we build it in a way that's as efficient as possible with like lazy loading, so these things don't affect the initial load of the page, so that they don't actually load until you get lower on the page, which increases site speed. Sometimes traditional page builders can cause problems because of the way page builders are sometimes made. There's a lot of extra code that gets put in, which can slow things down. I'm sure they're always working. I'm sure developers are always working on creating more efficiencies in all of their products, hopefully. But and 2.0 has created a lot more efficiency. Like Shopify itself in developing the options for 2.0 have also increased page speed. So it's not as big of an issue as it once was.
Okay, that's good to hear. Now, you obviously with designpacks.com offer a lot of different sections there. What are the most common ones that people go for when they start with adding sections?
Value icons is one of our most popular one. We have a video that like banner, which is actually also quite popular. And our general banners are quite popular because we make them super flexible. So we give them like an option to have a different image for mobile and a lot of flexibility and like where you can place the text on it. I think when we started, part of us was like, a lot of these features are built into themes already. But one of the selling points that we found talking to our customers is that our sections just have a lot more flexibility in what you can do, like color settings, size settings and stuff. So I think the basics are definitely value icon, I think is our most popular,
Okay.
Which I think it's always good to have sort of visual callouts of your key features on any shop. So that's probably why.
Okay. Talk me for a non-technical person through the process of installing a section.
From our app, we have like 150 sections, and all you have to do is choose the theme you want to add it to. So if you can add it to any theme in your store, if you're just say want to create something before you publish it live. So you have to choose the theme, and then you just click add to theme, and then a banner will come up, and click to customize, and you'll go into your theme editor from there. And then where you look for all the regular sections, just say add a section, and you can just search for the section you added. It's quite simple.
Okay. From a design perspective, a brand manager or web designer, are there any kind of risks involved that it will break your layout, your design, or how does that work?
No, from a technical perspective, we have everything encapsulated. So none of anything that is added to the theme will affect the theme, the existing theme. There won't be any code conflicts. And we've created it in such a way that if you're a little bit technical and you have a little bit of a little bit of CSS, you can also customize each section with custom CSS in each section for both mobile and desktop. And then if you want to have broad like design elements across everything, we also have a custom CSS option within the app. This is great for things like fonts. You just want to have your font set like standard across, or also maybe buttons. You want like your custom button to be on every design pack section. You can just do that, which is a little bit technical, but our sections aren't going to conflict with your existing brand in any way.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the pricing. How much is it to have a section from your selection implemented compared to have somebody starting from scratch developing a section?
So our pricing is monthly, so you get everything, all the sections available to you for $24.99 per month, or you can have the option of $199 a year, which works out to about $16.50 a month. What was the rest of the question? Compared to what it custom develop. I mean,
exactly.
Custom development is going to range anywhere from maybe $50 to like $150 an hour of development. So you're looking at least hundreds of dollars per section, depending on the complexity of it. The other thing that's good about having pre-built sections is like over time, we fix so many bugs if anything happens. You know what I mean? I feel like over time code gets better because you'll be like there'll be an edge case that you'll be able to fix. So building a custom section is really useful if you have like something that you can't get anywhere else, but usually themes and pre-built things have sort of been road tested a lot more than getting something custom built.
Mm-hmm. Who's your perfect customer? Are they small and medium enterprises, bigger enterprises, startups? Who's usually going for pre-configured sections?
I mean, we have a lot of range. Like we'll have people who are just starting and they're very DIY focused, and they want to be able to like control. They want to be able to do what they want without having to rely on a technical person. But then on the other end, even within my agency, I'll use design packs as a starting point and then customize it. So I have some Shopify Plus customers that are using it where we've set it up for them, and we've gone in and like refined the styles and made sure that it's like exactly on brand with a little bit of custom CSS, but it speeds up the process dramatically and also lowers the cost quite a bit as well.
Yeah, makes sense. What are the biggest mistakes that you see when people start using sections in their theme?
Mistakes. One thing, I think sometimes people are a little confused because they're used to maybe a traditional page builder. So they're expecting to be able to configure it inside the app. So we're creating more videos inside the app to be more, to sort of explain it a little bit more. But in my experience, once people actually start using it, because they're built exactly like themes, if they have any familiarity with themes, it's pretty smooth in terms of using it.
Okay. I have been to your website and had a look at the collection with all your different sections. I mean, there's a huge range, and I'm sort of tempted to try some out for my own store. So definitely a good solution for everyone who wants to add more features to the store and makes the user experience nicer. Where can people find out more about you guys?
So our main website is design-packs.com. And yeah, we have examples of all of the sections in a variety of different ways that they can be configured. So that's probably the best place to start.
Okay, I will put the links in the show notes as always, then you were just one click away. Trudy, thanks so much to give us insights into sections. I think it's very important for every merchant to give it a try and see how they can sort of boost the features in their store. And for any questions, they should reach out directly to you. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Hey, Klaus here. Before you go, I would like to invite you to become part of the e-commerce Merchant Pro community to get actionable advice from other Shopify merchants who already have achieved what you are aiming for. Our community is a safe place to actively grow your online retail business with the support of the most amazing and helpful group of e-commerce entrepreneurs behind you. Running a Shopify business is tough. Don't do it alone. Join us now. You will find the link in the show notes. Also, if you think your online store has conversion or marketing issues and you would like to have a fresh set of eyes on your business, then drop me an email at klaus@klauslauter.com and let me know a little bit about your business. It might be beneficial for you to have me look over your store, offers, emails, and ads and get an unbiased outside perspective and guidance to help you make most of your online business. Thank you as always for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Until next time, and I talk to you soon.